Good afternoon and welcome to sunny and warm Meadow Park in Springfield, Missouri, home of the Grip and Rip Baseball League for Season 10 and the site of this GRBL North Division matchup between the Republic Locos and the Springfield Metropolitans. It is the final day of the regular season here in the Grip and Rip Baseball League. One last shot to secure position for the Howard Bell Trophy playoffs, which begin a week from today. Hello once again, everybody. I'm Rance Berger. We will dive right into the starting lineups in this middle game of today's triple header between the Locos and the Metropolitans. Republic, the visitors on the scoreboard, in their Vegas gold jerseys with navy blue trim and Vegas gold ball caps. They will lead off with their starting pitcher from Nixa, Missouri, Ryan Cram. Batting second and playing second base from Federal Way, Washington, Dr. C.J. Andrews. Batting third from Pensacola, Florida, the right fielder, Leon Griffith Jr. Batting fourth from Springfield, Missouri, the extra hitter, Ryder Young. Batting fifth from Las Vegas, Nevada, the center fielder, number 3, Colton Simons. Batting at sixth from Chicago, Illinois, the third baseman, Chris Mesa. Batting in the seventh spot is the first baseman from Springfield, Missouri, number 12, Michael Barnes. In the eighth spot, the catcher from Willard, Missouri, Devin Phillips. Batting ninth, the shortstop, Hall of Famer from Marionville, Missouri, Skylar Henson. And batting 10th, the left fielder from Neosho, Missouri, Scott Wilson. Springfield Metropolitans trying to avoid, becoming the first team in the history of the Grip and Rip Baseball League to go winless in the regular season. They are 0-5 headed into this matchup against the 3-3 Locos. They will lead off with their left fielder. He is number 5 from Bolivar, Missouri, Jared Brashler. Batting second, the third baseman from Wolf Lake, Illinois, Clay Murphy. Batting third is number 7, the center fielder from Republic, Missouri, Harrison Waters. Batting fourth from Wablo, Missouri, the shortstop, Caleb Kaufman. Batting in the fifth spot, the catcher from Woodstock, Georgia, Cole Haselhorst. Batting sixth, the right fielder from Rolla, Missouri, Grant Cundiff. Batting in the seventh spot is the extra hitter from Branson, Missouri, Justin Parker. Batting eighth and playing first base, he is Kevin Walsh. Batting in the ninth spot is the second baseman, rookie Dustin Thomason. And batting in the 10 position is the designated hitter from Carthage, Missouri, number 2, Gavin Huke. Pitching today for the Springfield Metropolitans from Missouri State University. He is from Springfield, Missouri, where he went to Kickapoo High School. Right-hander Logan Wiley. And Wiley has sort of a Paul Skeens-esque season afoot here for the Springfield Mets. He's allowed just 6 earned runs across 20 innings of work, given up 16 hits, striking out 21, walking 9, and hitting a batter. A 2.70 ERA, well below his career average of 3.54. Wiley's problem has been that the Springfield Metropolitans have given him next to nothing in the way of run support over the first 5 attempts. Wiley has received just 7 runs scored by the Mets across 5 games. Meanwhile, the Mets have given up 23. They are the second best defense in the GRBL. The problem is they're the worst offense. And that is reason numero uno why they come into today's game with a winless record. But that could all change. They're trying to avoid the distinction of being the first GRBL team to go over. They will take on the Republic Locos when we come back.
It started with an idea.
Championship game of the Grip and Rip Baseball League here in Ozark, and we have had a wild one. It's gone back and forth over the last few innings, just like the season series between
And became a passion.
I had no idea what to expect.
It's incredibly nostalgic.
A brotherhood was created.
These guys, they're like family now.
Then the community got involved.
My family just loves coming out to Grip and Rip.
And $1,000 goes to ALS in the Ozarks.
We love racing!
Champions were crowned.
Back to back to back for Justin Skinner.
Let's go! Champions!
Mark Webb and the Ozark Mountain Ducks are the champions.
Bring on season 10.
Moon City, baby.
Go Fish.
The Quack Attack is back. Let's go, Locos.
Let's go, Mets!
It's showtime.
Welcome to Season 10 of the GRBL. Baseball's ultimate second chance.
Right-hander Logan Wiley, sponsored by Emery Sapp & Son, played professionally in the Frontier League with the Windy City Thunderbolts back in 2021, where he posted a 3.20 ERA over 98 in a third innings of work. He joined the Grip and Rip League in 2023, played 2 seasons with the Nixa Suckers before he was drafted to the Springfield Metropolitans ahead of this decade year 2025. 2.70 the ERA for Wiley across 20 innings of work. Last time out against Moon City on September 14th, Wiley scattered 4 hits in 5 innings, struck out 7 and walked 2. He's facing Ryan Cram first up for the Locos, who come into this game 3-3. A win for the Locos would apply some pressure to the Moon City Mavericks, who are 4-2 going into baseball night in the Ozarks, where they will take on the Branson Showmen this evening. Cram showed bunt that is looped into play fair. Hazelhorst, the catcher, spins and throws an absolute dart into the glove of Kevin Walsh. A spectacular job by Cole Hazelhorst to get the first out of the ball game, and Cram is retired on the 2-3. Well, the Mets, they cannot conceivably do anything today that's going to improve their odds in the GRBL playoffs. They are going to be the number 6 seed, no matter how you slice it. But they are playing for a very deep purpose, and that purpose today is pride. C.J. Andrews swings and puts one in the air center field. Running in is Harrison Waters, puts up the glove, takes the ball off the top shelf for the second out. 2 away. Sets up Leon Griffith Jr., rookie from Bradenton, Florida originally. Likes to call Pensacola the hometown, now lives in Rogersville, Missouri. 30 years old. 3 for 16 with 3 runs batted in. Started the season on a slump and has gotten hits in each of the Locos' last 2 games. He's a roofing inspector by day, also a baseball umpire and a coach. Jam shot swung on, fouled off third base side. Nothing in 2 following that foul ball. Wiley winds and deals. Slider, no. Hazelhorst did not hang on. Like that might have bounced off the plate. Wiley again, the slider, that bent into the zone. Griffith looked back. Nothing doing there. 3 up and 3 down for Logan Wiley in the Springfield Metropolitans. 0-0 is the score. We'll bring you the bottom of the first right after this. It's Grip and Rip Baseball, brought to you live and free all day long.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community. So you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right-hander Ryan Cram has been shoving for the Republic Locos all season long. 17 innings. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 18 hits, struck out 14 and walked 9. It's a 1.06 ERA for this third-year man from Nixa, Missouri. By day, an HVAC installer, actually a supervisor. So it's Ryan Cram who goes in and makes sure the work is done right. Is making sure the guys on his crews are doing it right the first time. But on Sundays, he's a ball player. Father of 2 with a third on the way at 25 years old. Ryan Cram trying to throw the Locos into serious playoff contention. His first pitch to Jared Brashler is a swinging strike. Jared Brashler, an airline pilot, originally from Branson, Missouri, but played his high school baseball north of Springfield in Bolivar. Swings and clubs 1. That is at the shortstop, a line drive handled by Skylar Henson for the first out. That'll bring up the Metropolitans player manager from Wolf Lake, Illinois, Clay Murphy. Came to Springfield, Missouri to play college baseball at Missouri State. Did so as a redshirt senior at a 2.69 ERA as a starter with a 4-4 record, appearing in 14 games. Pitched 77 innings for the Bears, struck out 79 batters. Five seasons of grip and rip baseball. He has won the MVP award 3 times. Had a streak of 4 consecutive Howard Bell Trophy championships that was broken a season ago. Hitting 3 for 16 for the Mets in 2025. That's up the middle with a chance. C.J. Andrews, off balance throw, one hopped into the glove of Michael Barnes. Dr. C.J. Andrews continues to have a spectacular rookie season with the glove, making plays like that one, and it's 2 down. I'll bring up Dirty Harry, Harrison Waters, sponsored by Waters Cinema. On his first 4 grip and rip seasons, he got his name on the Howard Bell Trophy 3 times. Flares this one to Michael Barnes, the first baseman, handles that one for the Locos. 1 pitch, 1 out, and Ryan Cram gets the best of Dirty Harry that time. First inning is done. We are scoreless. We'll bring you inning number 2 on the other side of this break. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button for the YouTube channel so you don't miss a minute of GRBL playoff action in October.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your home's foundation shouldn't be one of them. Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At Foundation Recovery Systems, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Hawkins with Key Cornerstone Realty, here to help with all your real estate needs in the St. Louis area. Do you have a house you want to sell for top dollar? We can help. With over 15 years of experience, our negotiating skills and expertise can help buyers and sellers get under contract fast. Contact us at keycornerstonerealty.com or call us at 636-447-8661. Go Mavericks!
Wiley back to it for the Springfield Metropolitans. 0-0 our score after one. Umpires for this one, it's Brian Lozano on the bases, Edward Browning behind home plate. Our officials all season long here with us, courtesy of our partnership with the Mid-America Umpires Union. This is a good crew here. Edward Browning, Brian Lozano. Browning had the plate for a semifinal playoff game here in the GRBL a season ago. Let's say candidacy is strong to quite strong that he's going to be on the crew for some serious playoff baseball again here in season 10. Ryder Young is even 1-1. In the right-handed batter's box against Wiley. Young swings. This is flared foul. That's going to get beyond the screen and into prime territory for somebody to get a 50-cent foul ball from the Bank of Missouri. They're also going to get entered into a raffle for a Wilson A2000 Savannah Bananas baseball glove. That thing is loud, just like banana ball. 2-2. Logan Wiley working against Ryder Young, who's crowding in. Looking to choke up a little and shorten the swing with 2 strikes. Count is now full. Now Young wants time. So a little gamesmanship and also maybe just the size of the moment. Yes, it's the final day of the regular season. The tension is ratcheting up with every minute that goes by. Ryder Young fouled that one off. We'll do it again. Another 3-2 payoff. Fastball swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Caleb Kaufman makes the throw over to first, where Kevin Walsh is there to get the out. Batter is going to be the Locos center fielder from Republic, Missouri, by way of Las Vegas, Nevada, Colton Simons. Colt got his first win as an acting manager just a week ago, as the Locos pulled off a 6-4 victory over Moon City. So I guess that means he's officially undefeated as a manager in this league. Sponsored by Repmo Baseball Club, where he is known as Coach Colton, and also Acres of Envy Landscaping. 0-1 after a foul ball. Wiley missed with a slider that failed to slide. Now we're even 1-1. Locos trying to improve to 4-3. Metropolitans trying to improve to 1-5. Wiley worked inside. Simons got out of the way. It was called a ball. Fastball swung on, sent back. So we'll do a 2-2, 1 out and nobody on. Locos have Chris Mesa in the on-deck circle. They are short-handed today without their starting shortstop, Caden Kaufman, who's come down with an illness. So Chris Mesa, the player manager, is making his first start in recent memory. He's playing third base, and they moved Skylar Hinson to shortstop. Simons goes down on strikes. That's 2 for Wiley, and so here we go. A plate appearance for Chris Mesa for the first time in a while. Out of the College of DuPage, native of Chicago, Illinois. Chris Mesa 1 for 2 with 2 walks on the season. So the on-base percentage, a nice healthy .750. Came into the year with 34 hits, so now he's got 35. But he has been using himself sparingly, opting to let the players play. There's a grounder. Going to be handled by the first baseman, Kevin Walsh, and he will make the unassisted out himself. So another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Wiley. He's got 2 strikeouts for the Metropolitans, who will come to bat. We are scoreless, headed to the bottom of the second.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. If you're in the market for a new home, you're probably spending a lot of time looking at real estate listings. But there's one main thing you need to do to narrow down your search. Get pre-qualified for a home loan. Mortgage loan officer Shannon Meissner is here. How does this help you to live well, bank well?
Getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan is definitely your first step. Pre-qualification allows you to determine early on how much money you can borrow to purchase a home in connection with your monthly budget. This way you know what homes to be watching the market for. We have lots of different loan options to fit everyone's unique needs. This way we can help you accomplish your homeownership dreams and goals. And the best part about pre-qualification is there's no cost. It's quick, easy, and it makes you a smart buyer.
Thanks, Shannon. And of course, our mortgage loan officers like you are here to help you every step of the way. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well. The Bank of Missouri is an equal housing lender.
Kaufman, Cole Hazelhorst, Grant Cundiff are the batters due up for the Springfield Metropolitans in the bottom of inning number 2. 0-0 is the score between the Mets and the Locos. Caleb Kaufman, sponsored by Worley Equipment, lives and works in Strafford, Missouri. He is originally from Wablo, played at Evangel University, and he looks at a slider for a strike from Ryan Cram. Caleb Kaufman's been a bright spot offensively for the Mets. 5 hits in the first 5 games. 0 for 3 in the last game was the first time Caleb had gone hitless all year. He's also drawn a walk and been hit by a pitch. Looked at strike 2 there. So Kaufman 1 hit away from equaling the rookie total he put up with the Locos a season ago. Cram missed with a 4-seam that time, outside. So we're back even 2-2. Fastball, got him. That's just the 3rd time this season that Caleb Kaufman has gone down on strikes. But Ryan Cram gassed him up. Springfield catcher Cole Hazelhorst is sponsored by Hazelhorst Properties, in business since 1992, offering student rentals and affordable housing near the campus of Missouri State University. Cole 3 for 11 with an RBI. He has been hit by 3 pitches. He's been hit a lot more than that, serving as the Mets catcher, I can promise. Originally from Woodstock, Georgia. Came to Springfield, Missouri to study at Premier Flight Center. Went on to get the pilot's license and now works as a flight instructor. And we will have some pausation as Devin Phillips, the Locos catcher, got hit by a pitch. He is going to take a minute to gather it up. So Phillips got hit. And Devin Phillips is tough, as catchers tend to be. Looks like holding his abdomen. Cole Hazelhorst, being a catcher as well, is going to do the sporting thing and make sure Phillips is ready to go before he hops back in. 1-1. Cram winds and fires. That was a curveball that Hazelhorst swung on and fouled off. Well, Ryan Cram mechanically really rocks that lead leg up in the air and then curls up like a spring before sending it all forward toward the plate. Bounced one in the dirt, or the brown turf, I guess. Everything about the playing surface artificial here at Metter Park, and we are grateful for it. Allows us to play triple headers every Sunday with little to no time elapsing between games. Don't have to stop and rework the infield or the mound. It's really a first-class facility. Down on strikes goes Hazelhorst. Ryan Cram got him with a slider. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cram, and the batter for the Metropolitans is Grant Cundiff. He is sponsored by C&H Reman. And Cundiff, in his second season, out of Missouri S&T. He's got 2 hits. Triple and an RBI for Cundiff, who has drawn 3 walks. He has been hit by a pitch and has struck out twice. 1-1 fastball, swung on and lifted in the air to center field. Simons over, will make the catch. And the out, so 3 up, 3 down for Ryan Cram. A duel between Logan Wiley and Ryan Cram here in the early going. Mets and Locos scoreless. We'll play the third on the flip side of this break.
Your local Hotsy dealer is an expert with hands-on cleaning knowledge to help you select the ideal pressure washer for your job. Take confidence in knowing you have a resource for all your cleaning needs. Service can be scheduled in-house or on location by a factory-trained technician using genuine Hotsy parts. Be sure to ask about scheduled maintenance plans, as well as a variety of accessories to clean more efficiently. And don't forget the soap. We have detergents for every cleaning need and have a bulk delivery program. Customized wash bays and mobile cleaning systems are also available. Build a partnership where you're a name, not a number. Contact your local Hotsy dealer to see why nothing cleans like a Hotsy.
Wiley likely to pitch the first 5 innings in this one for the Springfield Metropolitans. I would say that is likely the game plan as well for the Republic Locos and Ryan Cram, each starting pitcher with 2 strikeouts to his name thus far. Wiley getting ready to face the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for Republic, so Michael Barnes, Devin Phillips, and Skylar Hinson waiting in the wings. Scott Wilson would get to bat should anyone manage to reach safely. So Logan Wiley, sponsored by Emery Sapp & Sons. We're grateful for their support of Grip and Rip Baseball and of the Mets mound man, Logan Wiley. So he will see Michael Barnes. He was our Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the Game in a Locos win a week ago as they defeated Moon City 6-4. Mikey B is 5 for 6 with 4 runs, 5 for 16 rather, with 4 runs batted in. He's drawn a couple of walks. Swings and fouls this one off. He's a pretty consistent contact hitter, and it's hard to believe he was relegated to pitching only as a college player, both at Fort Scott Community College and then at Drury University. But the opportunity to pick up the bat again was one of several reasons why Michael Barnes was excited to come out here and try out when he debuted in 2022. This is a long fly ball into left center, but Harrison Waters is going to reach that right hand up there and make the catch. Looked like he had a little bit of a hard time tracking that one in the sunshine. But Harrison got over, communicated well with his left fielder, Jared Brashler, and made the catch. Yeah, right now, it is a warm day. It does not feel like late August. It's 86 degrees, and it feels like 86. Wind, allegedly gusting at 4 miles per hour. I don't think I buy that. Here's a grounder that gets through off the bat of the Locos catcher, Devin Phillips, and the first hit of the ball game comes in the 3rd inning. It's a single by the U.S. Army veteran, Devin Phillips. And the Locos have a little business going. So Skylar Henson will come to bat here. So yeah, 86 is, well, that's weird. Thermometer reads 86. Official temperature was supposed to be 84. So yeah, it's warm. It's unseasonably warm. And it's a little bit humid with no wind to speak of. No clouds in the sky, so high ceilings. And those white baseballs are going to try to get lost up there in the sky. Nothing in 1 to Henson. That's inside. Counts back even. Henson 4 for 14 in 2025. Slider low, and he's up 2-1 here. Two balls and a strike. This is a half swing that has grounded Murphy, the third baseman, charging, and he rifled the throw to first in time. That was a tough play. Clay Murphy had to run a long way, and then he had to absolutely gun the throw, but it got there in time. Does move Skylar Henson up into scoring position for the Locos, check that, Devin Phillips up into scoring position. They will courtesy run Michael Barnes for Devin Phillips, and Scott Wilson will be the batter. So 2 away. The idea there is that you can allow Phillips to start putting on the catcher's gear to come out for the bottom of the 3rd. And that is proper substitution, as Michael Barnes had made the previous out. Scott Wilson had 3 hits in 2024. Swung on and missed at a Logan Wiley slider there. Fielders are deep, and they're guarding the lines on the corners. Wiley tried to spin a slider. That was outside. It is 1-1. So Wiley taking a minute. Now he comes set, looks back at the runner Barnes, now brings it home. Curveball didn't drop. It's 2-1. Nothing. Metropolitans trying to keep it that way. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Fastball misses high. It's 3-1. So Wiley from the stretch position for the first time today, missing everything high against the cattleman Scott Wilson. Slider for a strike. And that was in the upper part of the zone, but it was in the zone nonetheless. So now we are full. Wilson crowds in. Payoff pitch swung on, fouled back. That was a fastball. So we'll see if Wiley goes to it again or if he goes back off speed. Scott Wilson trying to make Logan Wiley labor a little bit here. It's really the first time today that he's been tested. Looks back at the runner Barnes. Now another payoff pitch. That was a slider, and Wilson again under it, fouling it straight back. This is just turning into a fight. Scott Wilson trying to force Wiley into a mistake, either a pitch middle or something out of the zone. Wiley trying to put away the Locos lefty. Fastball for a called strike 3. So Wiley got a man on in scoring position, but made the Locos come up empty. 0-0 is the score. Middle of the third. Metropolitans come to bat when we come back.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Springfield Metropolitans working deep into the order here. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Justin Parker, Kevin Walsh, Dustin Thomason due up to face Ryan Cram. Well, Justin Parker from Branson, Missouri, played for a Hall of Famer who went on to become the Grip and Rip League's Director of Baseball Operations, Steve Lale, as a high schooler with the Branson Pirates. JP, 62 hits in his Grip and Rip career, has gone on to be elected to the league's Hall of Fame. He's an original 60 member who has played in 9 of the last 10 seasons. Did not play in 2019. But other than that, JP has been a steady hand. Best season was 2022 as part of a Springfield Metropolitans championship group. He was 12 for 36 with 7 RBIs, a home run, and 5 doubles that year. Won the inaugural Silver Slugger Award. He's bounced around a little bit. He's been with the Suckers, the Mets, the Mountain Ducks, the Showmen, and now the Mets again here in 2025. He's also got his name on the Howard Bell Trophy as part of the 24 Showmen and as part of the 22 Mets. Parker standing upright in the box. Cram tried him with a slider away. No, and we're back even 2-2. Parker grounds this one. 2 hops to the shortstop. Skylar Hinson slings it over where Michael Barnes is standing at first base, hanging on for the out. Well, speaking of comebackers, here's one. Kevin Walsh, sponsored by Patio. That's also where he works. He's from Cedar Hill, Missouri, 30 miles outside of St. Louis, where he went to Northwest High School. Played in 2018. Then all he did was take about 6 years off. But here he is. He's back in 2025, and he's playing great. 5 for 16. Playing a good first base as well. This is in the air to center field. Colton Simons uses his throwing hand to shield his eyes from the sun. Tracked it well. Hauled that in for the catch. That's the second put out for Colton Simons in center field today. That retires Walsh, and it brings up Dustin Thomason. Well, on a team full of pilots, yes, there are 3 of them on the Springfield Metropolitans. Dustin Thomason is one. Got his commercial license a little more than a year ago. 2 for 9 as a rookie. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Looked at a slider there. Thomason from Willard, Missouri, where the Willard Tigers know a thing or two about good baseball. They have emerged as a perennial powerhouse under the leadership of Scott McGee. But Thomason, I believe, is old enough he would have played for John Hartley. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Woo, chased one upstairs. Cram took something off of that 75-mile-per-hour slider. He's got 3 strikeouts in the game. It is another 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Cram and the Republic Locos. Mets and Locos scoreless. We head to inning number 4 right after this.
Mr. Callahan, let's play Word Connect.
I don't want to.
I'll start.
I'm not gonna.
Air.
Services.
Professional.
Trustworthy.
Quality.
Satisfaction.
Everyday.
Overnight.
24/7. Repair.
Replace.
Air.
Water.
Heating.
Cooling.
VIP.
Membership. Okay, that's good.
Okay, that's bad.
Stop.
Go.
Jimmy!
Mr. Callahan!
Fired.
Hired. That was fun. Again?
Call Air Services today.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Nothing the score. Springfield ace Logan Wiley has faced 1 batter above minimum through 3 innings of work. He will try to get the Locos order once again from the top. So Ryan Cram, CJ Andrews, Leon Griffith up this inning. It is a hot one, and there's not a lot of wind, but plenty of shade here at Meadow Park, and that's more or less the saving grace. But I think the fans could do with a bit of breeze. Pitcher versus pitcher here as Ryan Cram steps in. Grounded out to the catcher first time up on what was a spectacular play by Cole Hazelhorst to start the game. Ryan from Nixa, Missouri was a baseball standout for the Nixa Eagles. His father Josh played in the GRBL in 2018, and then Ryan debuted 5 years later, 2023. Swing and a foul ball back, way back. Don't forget, coming up tonight at 6, baseball night in the Ozarks. The Branson Showmen, the Moon City Mavericks, both clubs 4-2. Cram went around on the 0-2, says the man in charge, Edward Browning. 4 strikeouts in 4 innings and counting for Logan Wiley. Number 10, dealing for the Mets. But C.J. Andrews has proven himself to be a worthy contact hitter. This is rookie season from Southern Virginia University. He's a 34-year-old sports medicine doctor. Has a DO degree. In undergrad, played in 56 games at Southern Virginia. Had a .346 on-base percentage. They are NCAA Division III level. Andrews 5-for-19 as a GRBLer. Might make it 5 for 20. This is popped straight up, running in and sliding and hanging on as the ball got out of the glove and went into his lap. Kevin Walsh ended up securing it in his bare throwing hand instead of the glove, but it did not touch the ground. Nice job by Kevin Walsh, darting in to make the grab, and Andrews is retired for the second time today. Leon Griffith struck out looking last time. He went to Seminole State College in Florida. A little bit of a do-everything guy. He can catch. I mean, he tried out as a catcher. But then the Locos also drafted Devin Phillips, so Griffith employing his versatility. He can play outfield, as he is today. He can play third base. He can pitch. And that is a dropped foul ball. Well, Kevin Walsh made one good play, and then that happened to him. But, man, foul balls that hang up there like that have been tough today. It is bright and shiny. There's no wind. So the only thing causing the ball to move on the way down is just the stitches on the baseball as it comes down out of the air. 0-2 to Griffith. Down on strikes he goes. High fastball. Logan Wiley's got 5 Ks and has pitched 4 scoreless innings. It's in the middle of the 4th. 0-0 is the score between the Mets and the Locos, and we're back in a moment.
Support local, give local. We hear it all the time, and when it comes to blood donation, there's an easy way to make sure your gift is being used in your community. Donors with Community Blood Center of the Ozarks provide every drop of blood, platelets, and convalescent plasma to patients in over 40 area hospitals. How do I know why that's important? Because my youngest daughter, Jocelina, is alive today thanks to local blood donors. Find out how you can help at cbco.org. Local donors, local patients. That's the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks difference.
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
2-0 is the score between the Mets and the Locos. Gavin Hugh comes up for Springfield, hitting in the 10 spot. He's sponsored by C&H Industrial Reman. Hugh from Carthage, Missouri, now lives in Walnut Grove and works for his sponsor, C&H Reman. Whoa! Kept a high fastball out of his ear hole, getting out of the way of ball one. Cram comes back and misses high. And Hugh quickly ahead 2-0 here. Brought it back in with a four-seam fastball for a called strike on the inner half. Gavin Hugh, multi-sport athlete, played both football and baseball for the Carthage Tigers. Looked at strike two. That just looked like the same pitch on the outer half of the plate. So we're even 2-2. Cram wasting no time throwing the next one. Hugh down on strikes. So after Cram missed high twice, he brought the level down. And he sends the Metropolitans' number 10 hitter down swinging. So 4 strikeouts for Ryan Cram. Back to the top of the order go the Metropolitans, and this is one of the GRBL's all-time leading hitters, Jared Brashler. Swing and a baseball lifted in the air to right. Charging in and making the grab is Griffith for the Locos. And Brashler is gone. It's 2 away. Nobody on. 0-0 the score. It'll bring up Clay Murphy. Best season offensively, that would have been 2022. He had 12 hits that season. Follow that up with 9 in 2023, 11 in 2024. But the production has dipped here in 2025, just 3 hits. On what has been a year of offensive struggle for these Metropolitans. Swings and fouls that one off of his own body. And yeah, facial expressions said a lot there. Murphy frustrated. Felt like he got the hands to that. But the trajectory off the bat just wasn't there. Reaches up and gets that one. It's through. The Metropolitans have their first base runner, their first hit of the day, with 2 outs here in the 4th. Clay Murphy with his 4th hit of the season in 6 games is on. And Ryan Cram loses the perfecto and the no-hitter in 1 swing. That ends a streak of 11 consecutive batters retired for Ryan Cram. Try a little pickoff move there. Move was good. The throw was lofted a little bit. Pitch to Harrison Waters is clubbed in the air to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Murphy will stop at second. But back-to-back singles for the Metropolitans, trying to string it together. So Waters, sponsored by Waters Cinema, by the way, is on for Caleb Kaufman. His sponsor is Worley Equipment. Kaufman 5 for 19. Just 3 strikeouts in 6 games, 1 today included. He's been putting the ball into play quite nicely for a struggling Mets offense. Whew. 81-mile-per-hour four-seamer from Ryan Cram sends Kaufman around. 1-1. Looked like he went back to the heat that time and missed down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Cram went to the inner half that time. Kaufman swung and fouled it off. And there you see it with runners on, including the manager Clay Murphy at second base. Springfield Metropolitans great two-time champion Brock Chaffin is out of the dugout, coaching third base for the Mets in this game. 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Ryan Cram walks off the mound with authority. He's got 5 strikeouts in 4 innings. Mets touched him for a couple of hits, but did not bring anyone home. 0-0 is the score. We head to the 5th in a pitcher's duel between Logan Wiley and Ryan Cram.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Still scoreless as we get ready to start inning number 5. Logan Wiley for the Springfield Mets against Ryan Cram for the Republic Locos. Just 3 hits surrendered through the first 4 innings between these two pitchers. 1 by Wiley, 2 by Cram, but the offenses have come up empty-handed. Both the Locos and the Mets looking to find a way to break it open here. Locos will send up their 4, 5, 6 hitters. So Ryder Young, Colton Simons, Chris Meza this time. Begins with Ryder Young, the rookie from Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri. Crowds in. Puts his right foot way back toward the rear of the right-handed batter's box. Watches a slider go by for a called strike. Young grounded to the shortstop first time. Another slider from Wiley, that one outside, and we're back even 1-1. Tell you what, the Mets brought a pretty big crowd to this one. They won the fan cheer-off in the early going. They want to see Springfield get in the win column. This is absolutely skied into the shallow outfield, but plenty of time for the second baseman, Dustin Thomason, to get back and haul it in. So 1 down, it brings up Colton Simons, second-year man from Shadow Ridge High School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now lives in Republic, Missouri, sponsored by Repmo Baseball Club and Acres of Envy Landscaping. Wiley got him on strikes first time. Simons swings and grounds this one. Seeing a lot more off-speed stuff today from Wiley. Is working a little bit craftier in nature than he has been throughout the season, but you can't argue with those results. When you look up on that scoreboard and see 4 bagels after the name Locos. 1-1 pitch, swung on and grounded to the shortstop. Caleb Kaufman got the throw in time. 2 away. That'll bring up Chris Meza, the Locos player manager, making the start today at third base. Has a degree in Spanish from Missouri State University and now works on the campus at Greenwood Laboratory School, where he is also the varsity baseball coach for the Greenwood Blue Jays. They played their home games here at Metter Park this past spring, so he's got a lot of time spent in this very stadium. Mace swings and fouls this one off. That's going to stay in the stadium. Somebody's going to score a Bank of Missouri foul ball, and they're also going to be entered into the raffle for a Savannah Bananas A2000 glove. Mace grounds this one left side. Murphy slides in front of Kaufman. It's Kaufman who has it, and it's Kaufman who makes the throw to Kevin Walsh in time. So another 1-2-3 inning for Logan Wiley in the 5th. His pitching day is done as he has hit the limit. That is 5 innings of 1-hit shutout baseball by Logan Wiley, but he will have to give way to a reliever in the 6th. Also 5 strikeouts for Wiley, by the way. We'll bring you his regular season numbers on the other side of this break. Ryan Cram goes back to the mound for the Locos in this Springfield Metropolitans pitcher Logan Wiley finishes out his regular season with a 2.16 ERA across 25 innings. 6 earned runs on 17 hits. He struck out 26 batters, walked 9. His line today, 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, didn't walk anybody, didn't hit anybody. A stellar gem for Logan Wiley. But his day is done by GRBL rules. He will not be able to pitch another inning today. So the Mets will have to go to the pen in the 6th. Ryan Cram facing the same fate for the Republic Locos. He must first work through Cole Hazelhorst, Grant Cundiff, and Justin Parker for the Springfield Metropolitans, but kind of thought this could happen. You know, nobody bothered to tell Ryan Cram he was the underdog, I guess, in a pitching duel, as he has answered Logan Wiley toe-to-toe. He's 1-0 to Cole Hazelhorst here, the flight instructor. Sponsored by Hazelhorst Properties. Swings and fouls this one off over the structure of the Locos dugout, but it stays on the premises. One and one to Hazelhorst, the Mets catcher. Watched a pitch go outside. Hazelhorst Properties, in business since 1992, offers student rentals and affordable housing near the campus of Missouri State University in Springfield. Called strike there. As Cram dialed in the location of the four-seam. It is 2-2. Hazelhorst puts one in the air to center field. It's well hit, but also well seen and hauled in by the center fielder Colton Simons for the first out. Bring up Grant Cundiff, the right fielder. He is sponsored by C&H Industrial Remanufacturing, or C&H Reman. Has a mechanical engineering degree from Missouri S&T, because engineering ended up being the ticket rather than baseball for the kid from North Callaway High School. The high school itself is located in Kingdom City, Missouri, but the baseball field is nearby in Avaz. One ball, two strikes. Breaking pitch, swung on and lifted. Ooh, a little late break there from the second baseman, C.J. Andrews, or maybe he was just adding a little bit of style to the play. Nonetheless, Dr. Andrews hauls that one in. 2 gone in the bottom of the 5th, and the batter will be Justin Parker. Looking for the Metropolitans, they have Cole Hazelhorst headed out to the bullpen as there's a ground ball to the third baseman, Chris Mesa. Michael Barnes had to get his stretching legs out, but did so successfully. Hauls that in for the out. So a 1-2-3 inning for Ryan Cram. His pitching day is done. 5 scoreless innings. He allowed 2 hits, struck out 5, didn't walk anybody. Just a couple of singles by Clay Murphy and Harrison Waters, and that was all the Metropolitans could do against Ryan Cram. But it is time for a couple of Henry's Towing pitching changes. They are coming your way on the other side of this break when we bring you inning number 6. 0-0, Mets, Locos.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. The risk of losing your hard-earned money to scams is real, especially the scammers sending out fake communications. And that's why we're talking to our Director of Fraud Mitigation, Corey Gerstenschlager. He's got some good practices to help keep your money safe.
Thank you, Nicole. Yes, often we're seeing that people are being contacted by scammers through text message, phone calls, or emails, posing as legitimate companies or even your bank, trying to persuade you into providing sensitive information like passwords and things of that nature, sometimes even asking you to send them money. If you receive any kind of communication like this and you didn't ask for it, that's a good red flag that it isn't legitimate. So when you have those situations, get an actual number that you trust for that company, call them and verify the accuracy of the information that you're receiving. Good rule of thumb is make sure to check your accounts frequently and report any suspicious activity.
Thanks, Corey. At the Bank of Missouri, we help you live well, bank well.
A Henry's Towing pitching change. The Springfield Metropolitans have to make the first one after Logan Wiley hit the limit. And so here we go. Metropolitans deviating from the script. They have moved their catcher, Cole Hazelhorst, to the pitcher's mound. Correspondingly, Robert Fackrell has come on to replace Hazelhorst in the battery. And Hazelhorst, sponsored by Hazelhorst Properties, is pitching. Here in 2025, 3 innings, a single earned run allowed on 2 hits. He struck out 3 and walked 1 batter. He's thrown 61 pitches, 35 of them for strikes. A season ago, Cole Hazelhorst pitched 14 1/3 innings, allowing 7 earned on 10 hits. Struck out 13 and walked 7 for a 4.39 ERA. So career ERA has since come down just a touch. This was something Hazelhorst wanted. You know, he's a catcher when he came into the league in Moon City. Won a championship with the Mavericks as a rookie. Played 2 years with the Locos. But he was the number 1 overall pick of the Metropolitans in 2024 and said, in part, I want to try to do more than catch. I want to up my offensive numbers, and I want to get some opportunities to pitch. Well, here you go. In a big game, kid, you've got the baseball. Just looking around, Metropolitans defensively are still cooking as they started the game. So Jarrett Brashler, Harrison Waters, and Grant Cundiff for the outfielders. Still Clay Murphy at third, Caleb Kaufman at short. Dustin Thomason, the rookie, at second base out of Willard. And Kevin Walsh from Cedar Hill, Missouri, is the first baseman. Cole Hazelhorst now lives in Springfield, Missouri. He is originally from Woodstock, Georgia, a town northwest of Atlanta. And since Premier Flight Center, where Cole Hazelhorst went to college, does not have a college baseball program, he was able to join the GRBL at the tender young age of 21. So when we get going here in the 6th, Hazelhorst will face the bottom part of the Locos order. It'll be Michael Barnes, Devin Phillips, and Skylar Henson due up. Michael Barnes. He was a surgical assistant when he broke into the GRBL. He has since made an abrupt career change and now works in banking. Works for the Bank of Missouri. So here we go. First offering he sees from Hazelhorst is a ball low. That was over the plate. Barnes grounds it slowly. Second baseman Thomason charges in. Had to make a backhand feed, but did so successfully right at the chest of the first baseman Kevin Walsh. Activity in the Locos pen. I actually had a couple of arms up. I saw the left-hander Scott Wilson getting loose, and a right-hander Colton Simons. Batter is Devin Phillips for Republic. This one is lifted. It's going to stay on the field. Kevin Walsh, the first baseman, hauls that in to make the catch and the out. So 2 away, and the batter is Skylar Henson. The Marionville Comet. Son Jasper is probably watching this one. Spent a year at North Arkansas College and then 3 years at Arkansas Pine Bluff, NCAA Division I baseball program in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Came back closer to home to go to work in the financial sector. It's worked out for him pretty nicely. 0-2. Hazelhorst being aggressive. Slider for a called strike 3. Henson goes down on strikes. Hazelhorst works a 1-2-3 inning in relief, keeping it scoreless in support of his teammate Logan Wiley and the rest of the Springfield Mets, who will try to break this deadlock on the other side of this quick timeout.
Now I have all my HVAC has been upgraded. Everything's working smoothly. You know, again, that's why I use All Clear. I'm Bruce Porter. I own a company here in town called the Resource Center. We do insurance and financial stuff. So I'm not a plumber. We're busy. We have a really good staff. Just like Garen and his team, you know, we try to make a difference in the world. The last thing I want to do is be having to close my business because my plumbing doesn't work. When you use other companies, sometimes you'll get an accurate quote and sometimes they'll have to come out more than once. And then it seems like you're always paying for this, that, or the other. So when you have somebody you can trust that's going to take care of your units or fix your plumbing when it's down, that's why I use them, because I can call them and they'll fix it. And I never have to worry about pricing. I never have to worry about what if I need them to come back. They've always been willing to come right back out and make sure it's right. We called All Clear, and I'm glad we did.
As expected, a Henry's towing pitching change for the Republic Locos. The left-hander from Neosho, Missouri, Scott Wilson, is on the bump. 6 innings for Wilson in 2025. He's allowed 5 earned runs on 7 hits, struck out 4, and walked 14. That is the spot where rock and hard place meet. It's a 7.50 ERA for Wilson. Last appearance, he pitched 2/3 of an inning in relief against Moon City, sort of an emergency relief appearance there. Kept it scoreless, no hits, walked 1 batter. Wilson from Neosho went to Crowder College, now lives in Miller, Missouri as an agricultural crop manager. That's his official job title. Makes a lot of hay, raises a lot of cows for a commercial operation over there. I believe that's Lawrence County. But that is one of the pound for pound top places on the map of the United States of America when it comes to producing beef. So with Wilson coming in from left field to pitch, Colton Simons has moved from center field to left field, and Ryan Cram, who pitched 5 scoreless innings to start this thing, is now in center field. Still Leon Griffith in right. Locos with Meza at third, Hinson at shortstop, Andrews at second base, and Michael Barnes at first. Still Devin Phillips behind the dish. Kevin Walsh ahead in the count here, 2-0. It'll be Walsh, Thomason, and Huke, the 8, 9, 10 hitters for the Metropolitans this inning. Kevin Walsh, sponsored by Patio, swings and pulls this one down the left field line. It goes over is Simons. That was a tough run, not an easy play. Simons made it look rather ho-hum, but I can promise you it was not. 1 out. And that'll bring up Dustin Thomason. So Thomason has a YouTube channel. After the game is over, not right now, but after the game, you can go check it out. Plane Sight. That's Plane, like airplane. His career is in digital marketing and social media, but if you ever wanted to dive into the culture of simulated flights on YouTube, I can promise you there are oodles and gobs of videos you can watch, hours upon hours of footage of flight simulations, including that man right there, the Mets second baseman Dustin Thomason. You feel like you're right there in the simulator. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball inside makes it, oh, check that. That was a 2-1. It is now 3-1. Breaking pitch is high, and the Metropolitans have a base runner for the first time in a couple of innings. So Thomason draws the walk, and he's on for Gavin Huke. Mets trying to, or check that, this is not Gavin Huke. This is the catcher Robert Fackrell, making his first plate appearance of the day. The kitchen manager is 3 for 14 on the season with an RBI. That was a pitch down and a nice block from Devin Phillips, keeping that one in front. .1-0 pitch, high at the eyes. Makes it 2-0. Jared Brashler waiting patiently in that on-deck circle. Thinking maybe this might be the chance for the Mets as Scott Wilson dipped a breaking pitch down into the zone for strike 1. It's 2-1 to Fackrell. Fastball swung on. Second baseman Andrews has it on the fly, and Thomason got back before he could be doubled off. 2 away. Just a little unlucky there. But the Mets do make it back round to the top of the order with 2 away. Well, Jared Brashler, lifetime 72 of 289 in 10 seasons, a career average of 249, a career on base percentage of 332, 10 doubles and 4 triples among his 72 career hits. That ran way in on the ankles. So Brashler, a commercial airline pilot for Delta. He flies some big planes. Breaking pitch dips into the zone. He's kind of parlayed that career into a side quest of visiting as many Major League Baseball parks as he can. He is working his way through the bigs. And Brashler draws a walk that time. Wilson a little apologetic as Brashler takes first base. Metropolitans fans starting to come alive as they move a man into scoring position for the second time today. Batter is Clay Murphy, but first a Burrell Behavioral Health mound visit. Devin Phillips out to chat with Scott Wilson. Whatever it was, it wasn't an argument. Looks like Phillips did all the talking. Left the mask on so his lips could not be read. And Murphy crowds in. Two on and two out. Scott Wilson starts him off with a breaking pitch into the zone for a called Steerike. Scoreless ball game here in the 6th. There's a big swing and a miss at a 66-mile-per-hour pitch. It's the slowest one that Scott Wilson has thrown so far. And Murphy got out on the front foot. It is 0-2. Wilson looks back at the runner, now kicks and deals. That's inside and it's wild. Runners will move up. Thomason to third, Brashler to second on a wild pitch. Metropolitans, this is the most anybody has threatened offensively all day. Mets fans wanting a run right here, right now, and with how much offense has been at a premium in this game, this may be as good as it gets in terms of opportunity. The 1-2. Swing and a grounder, right side, charging in is the second baseman Andrews. His throw in time, and the Locos keep it scoreless. Threat neutralized. We stay 0-0 after 6 innings. The stretch inning is next. You're watching Grip and Rip Baseball live and free on YouTube.
The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
Metropolitans come up empty-handed, stranding 2 in scoring position in the 6th. They're going to stick with Cole Hazelhorst on the mound. So saving back Their ace in the hole, Clay Murphy. Oh, that's a little bit of a gamble, in that Murphy could, in theory, come on and pitch in this inning, go the 8th and the 9th, and then be able to throw 2 in extras. But instead, he is staying put at third base, and he is the player manager, so this is his decision. But he's going to ride with right-hander Cole Hazelhorst for the moment. Locos survived a scare in the 6th as the Mets put runners on 2nd and 3rd, but Scott Wilson, with a little help from C.J. Andrews, wiggled out of the jam. Locos will send up Scott Wilson, hitting in the 10 spot here. Then they will go back to the top of the order where Ryan Cram and C.J. Andrews are waiting for their shot. Wilson struck out looking, his first time up at the hands of Logan Wiley. But this is different, his first look at Cole Hazelhorst today. And Wilson, a threat to bunt anytime, any place. Although Hazelhorst typically fields his position well. I'm sure a veteran like Robert Fackrell is aware of Scott Wilson's bunting prowess. Fielders playing the lefty pretty well straight away. Actually playing him to go the other way slightly in the outfield. Two-0, that's outside. Three and 0 the count. Hazelhorst rocks and deals. That is a strike on the inner half. Don't forget, coming up tonight, baseball night in the Ozarks at 6 o'clock here in the Central Time Zone. Branson Showman, Moon City Mavericks. Both teams 4-2. That is in the air to left, but that is hauled in and caught by Jared Brashler. One away, top of the order coming up here, Ryan Cram. 0 for 2, but a tough out. Now 4 for 21 on the season. Best year offensively, probably his rookie year. He was 6 for 22 that season, hitting .273. Robert Fackrell out for a Burrell Behavioral Health mound visit with pitcher Cole Hazelhorst. And the chat has concluded. Fackrell heads back behind the plate, and here we go. Wild pitch away, it's 1-0. Pitching matchup tonight, it'll be left-hander Cooper Kiesling for the Branson Showmen going against right-hander A.J. Musser for the Mavericks. .1-0 fastball, dipped into the zone for a strike. Ooh, that breaking ball didn't break. Ryan Cram took it right on the number 8 on the back of his jersey, so he gets aboard the hard way. First hit batsman we've seen today. And the Locos have a go-ahead run on in the form of Ryan Cram. Number 2 hitter in the order is C.J. Andrews from Federal Way, Washington. Went all the way across the country to end up at Southern Virginia University. Then came to Missouri to get his Doctor of Osteopathy in Kirksville. Now practices in both Ozark and in Lebanon with Mercy Sports Medicine. Apparently CJ Andrews, one of several GRBLers who's been known to trade his bat for a paddle and play a little pickleball. 1-0 runner goes. Ryan Cram taken off for second, slides head first. He's out. And Cram is hurt. Oh no. He's on top of the bag. Ryan Cram slid in. Yeah, time is called. And he remains down. They are tending to Ryan Cram at second base. And yeah, CJ Andrews, the doctor, is headed in. The rest of the guys are going to get out of the way and let him work. But Chris Meza, the Locos manager, was in there quickly. We're going to step aside, come back, try to give you an update. Ryan Cram, the injured player for the Locos.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Locos center fielder Ryan Cram able to walk off under his own power with a towel pressed to his face. Trying to get you an update on Ryan Cram a little bit later, but they are working on him in the Republic dugout. And the Locos are a little bit short-handed. Well, not a little bit. They are short-handed today. 10 players. And losing Ryan Cram would turn a 10-man order into a 9-man order. So the situation is 2 outs now. 1-1 to CJ Andrews. Swung on. Fouled back. Certainly hope the best for Ryan Cram. He pitched an absolute gem. 5 shutout innings. Stayed on to play center field, and he has been the straw that stirs the drink all season long for the Locos. Be a tremendous loss if this is anything long term. Two and two to Andrews. Swung on and then tagged out on a dropped third strike. So it is 7th inning stretch time. We stay scoreless. And in the GRBL, the 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Sumit's Hot Yoga. At Sumit's Hot Yoga, you are going to feel awesome.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot Yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome.
Take a breath. Here's your Be Well moment with Burl Behavioral Health.
In a world that requires us to be in constant motion, we can focus on moving our bodies in ways that restore us instead of deplete us. Let's listen to our bodies and briefly stretch in ways that fit what we need. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale out as you gently stretch your neck, your shoulders, or your arms. We deserve to build physical rest into our daily routines.
For more wellness, visit BeWellCommunity.org.
Towing pitching change in a scoreless ball game. The Republic Locos call on right-hander Colton Simons on the other side of the 7th inning stretch. The right-hander from Las Vegas, Nevada, who now calls Republic, Missouri his home. He's sponsored by Acres of Envy Landscaping and by the Rep Mo Baseball Club. Simons with that distinctive flow out the back of the baseball cap wears number 3. He has pitched 3 1/3 innings in season 10, allowing 2 earned runs on 4 hits, striking out 3, walking 1, and plunking a guy. He's got a 5.40 ERA. Simons, last time out was September the 7th against the Branson Showmen, giving up 2 earned runs on 3 hits and was the losing pitcher that day. But it is a new day and a new opportunity. Scoreless ball game here. Mets looking for their first win of 2025 on the final day of the regular season. Colton Simons and the Locos trying to say no, and wouldn't you know it, the first batter Colton Simons gets to face is another youth baseball coach who's involved with the Rep Mo Baseball Club. That would be Harrison Waters. So here we go. Sponsored by Waters Cinema. He steps into the left-handed batter's box, and Colton Simons throws him a cement mixer of a curve for a called strike 1. Harrison Waters, 3 for 12 for the campaign. Swings and lines this one. It's caught by Michael Barnes for the first out. Caleb Kaufman, the shortstop, comes up next. 0 for 2 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Kaufman, sponsored by Worley Equipment. First team All-State infielder at Wablo. Was also an All-State basketball player. Swings and fouls one back. That is going to get to the screen. No chance for the catcher, Devin Phillips, to make the play. Be 0-1 when we resume. And the Metropolitans have got a man up in the pen. That is Clay Murphy, getting ready to go. Simons comes in. Got Kaufman round on the curve. It's 0-2. So it looks like the Mets are getting ready to go to Murphy. And by having Hazelhorst pitch 2, he's created some eligibility for himself should this game go to extras. Breaking pitch, swung on, fouled. Kaufman stays in the hunt. It is 1-2. Kaufman back in. Simons. Rocks and deals. Pretty classic three-quarter arm delivery, but the breaking pitch was inside, and we're 2-2. That's over the plate, and that is swung on and hit in the air left field, where that is Skylar Henson making the grab. Well, Skylar Henson can play a lot of places. Left field, as good of a spot as any for him to land, with the Locos being short-handed as they are. So with Ryan Cram injured, they've put Scott Wilson back in left. Swing and a fly ball off the bat of Hazelhurst. Leon Griffith, the right fielder, over to get that, hauls it in and makes the grab. So 3 up, 3 down. A pop out and a couple of flyouts for pitcher Colton Simons, and we stay scoreless through 7. Inning number 8 between the Metropolitans and the Locos is next. It's Grip and Rip Baseball, live and free all day on our YouTube channel.
I'm Nicole Cartmel with the Bank of Missouri. Whether you're looking to pay bills or make a big purchase, sometimes you need cash quickly to take that next step. A consumer loan might be a perfect option to help you live well, bank well. Sonia McClendon, one of our branch managers, is here to explain.
Thank you, Nicole. We provide personal consumer loans for almost any purpose, from building your credit to financing that new car. We offer competitive rates, and decisions are made locally so we can get you the money that you need quickly. But what makes our consumer loans unique is that personal touch. For example, I recently worked with a customer to secure a loan for a horse trailer. He could have went elsewhere, but he chose to work with his bank because of that personal relationship that we've built with him. Being able to work with your personal banker that you know and trust makes a big difference.
That's right, because we work with our customers to help them live well, bank well. Get started at bankofmissouri.com.
Now we see some chips being pushed to the middle of the table here by the Metropolitans. Clay Murphy was up getting warm, but for the moment he's going to stick with righty Cole Hazelhurst on the mound. So Cole coming on in the 6th. He's got a couple of strikeouts. Why not hang with him? Locos due to send up their 3-4-5. So Leon Griffith Jr., Ryder Young, Colton Simons. Activity in the Locos pen. Right-hander Skylar Henson, the GRBL's all-time leader in innings and strikeouts, is getting warm. But more pressingly, Cole Hazelhurst for the Mets is going to have to contend with the meat of the Republic batting order. We are scoreless. Leon Griffith, the rookie out of Florida, from Seminole State College, swung out of his shoes at a 74-mile-per-hour slider for a strike. Griffith 3 hits in the Locos' last 2 games. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. 1-1. Little excuse me offering at a pitch in the zone is fouled off. That's out into the parking lot. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Griffith. Hazelhorst winds and deals a fastball. Outer half of the plate, and Griffith spoiled it foul into the net. Well, Henson's warm-up is done. He'll be ready to come on, I suspect, for the Locos in the bottom of this 8th inning. And that is just about like bringing on another starter. So the Locos, in case this one goes long, are going to be ready. Hazelhorst gets Griffith on strikes. Fackrell makes the throw down to first on a dropped strike 3. That is now 3 strikeouts for Hazelhorst as he gets Griffith. And the batter is Young. He's put it into play twice, 0 for 2. Grounded out to the shortstop, popped out to the second baseman. Ryder Young. They attack him inside, too far inside for the liking of the plate umpire Edward Browning. It's 1-0. Make it 2-0. There is rising tension. You can see it sort of looking around. Cheering sections that were once lively have gotten kind of quiet, and a lot of fans living with each pitch here in this scoreless deadlock. And they walk Ryder Young on 4 straight pitches. It's the first base runner, or check that, second base runner, Cole Hazelhorst, is allowed. So Ryder Young, who's a pretty smart base runner, is on for Colton Simons. Locos relief pitcher, sponsored by Acres of Envy Landscaping and the Repmo Baseball Club. Has struggled offensively this season, had 5 hits as a rookie with the Mountain Ducks. Just 1 here in 2025. Swings and chops this one. That is into play down the third base line. A barehand attempt from Murphy. Throw brought Walsh off the bag, so Simons is safe. Slow rollers are a demon. And very quickly, that went up on the board as an infield single, and I think that's fair. You know, that's a good bit of scoring, I think, from Jacob House. Would have taken more than, as the rule states, normal effort to get the out there. So an infield hit after that walk puts Ryder Young into scoring position for the Locos. 1 out. Chris Mesa comes to bat. And it is now Republic with the go-ahead run in scoring position. Mesa bunts, 1 hop to Murphy. They throw to second for 1. The throw across to first, not in time. Mesa beats the throw. And that sets up 2 away, runners on the corners. And a golden opportunity for Michael Barnes. Locos fans coming alive. Go-ahead run is 90 feet away, 2 outs. Mesa, the runner at first. And the batter is Michael Barnes. 5 for 18 for the campaign as Barnes watches ball 1 go by inside. Had 2 RBIs in a win a week ago against Moon City. Tremendous situation here in the 8th inning. Barnes chops this one foul. Down the third base line it went, but the Mets third baseman Murphy fielded it in foul territory. Ed Browning had a great look at it. So we're even here, 1-1. Michael Barnes and the Locos trying to break out of a stalemate. Hazelhorst threw a fastball. Outer half, called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes for Michael Barnes. You could cut the tension with a chainsaw. They ran that one inside, and it's deuces wild. 2 runners on, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hazelhorst comes set. 2-2 pitch, got him looking, and the Mets squirm out of trouble. 0-0. Hazelhorst got Mikey B looking, his 4th strikeout of the day. Metropolitans will have to make a pitching change for the 9th. The Marionville Comet set to come on for Republic here in the bottom of the 8th. It's next.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or any of our convenient locations. Central Bank, we do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Henry's Towing pitching change. When you're in a jam and you're stuck on the side of the road, you got to make the right call. Let Henry do it. The veteran from Arkansas Pine Bluff, Skylar Henson, comes on for the Republic Locos in the bottom of the 8th. 0-0 is the score. Skylar Henson's 2025 has been a good one. 20 1/3 innings pitched, 6 earned runs on 22 hits. He struck out 15, walked 8, and hit 2 batters. A 2.66 ERA. Last time out, he was the winning pitcher against Moon City. Grant Cundiff puts one into the gap in right center field. He's thinking about extra bases as the Mets crowd comes alive. Cundiff rounding second and going for third. He swung at the first pitch and tripled out into right center field, and the Mets have life. That triple puts Grant Cundiff 90 feet away from breaking this game open with nobody out. And the batter is Justin Parker. Nope, check that. It's a pinch hitter. Toby York steps into the left-handed batter's box to face Henson. Infield in for the Locos. In a tie ball game, they are going to come home with anything where that is grounded reasonably so. They're all in. Mesa. Andrews at shortstop, Young at second, Barnes at first. Toby Yorks has been injured for much of 2025. He's a former Silver Slugger Award winner here in the GRBL. Swings and loops this one foul. So a couple of foul balls for Toby. Count is now even 2-2. Henson missed outside. Toby 0 for 2 this season for his career. He is 41 for 135. That is a 308 average. And then Henson missed away. Now it's 3-2. Payoff pitch coming here. They've missed outside. Go back over the plate. This is grounded to the second baseman, Ryder Young. Looks down the runner and then throws over to Michael Barnes in time for the out. But a nice job by Ryder Young, freezing the runner Cundiff at third. So Yorks is retired. Infielders stay in for Kevin Walsh, sponsored by Patio. Walsh is 0 for 2. And they will walk Kevin Walsh to set up first and third with one out for Dustin Thomason. So the thought there is you can move the infielders back to standard depth, or double play depth rather. Try to get Thomason to ground one up the middle and then turn an inning-ending double play. That's going to be the attempt here for the Locos. Skylar Henson's pitch to Thomason, called strike. They ran one inside. Ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Kevin Walsh, the runner, feigned a takeoff. He is trying to get in Henson's head. Nothing doing as Thomason swung and missed at an 80-mile-per-hour slider. It is 1-2, and if Henson can get a punchy here, makes the situation manageable. One hop to the shortstop. Andrews feeds to Young for one. No! It's out of the glove. And no, he is called out at second base. They're going to say the drop was on the exchange, not the grab. So it's a fielder's choice, and Cundiff stayed put at third base. So a 6-4, and it is first and third, 2 outs. The batter is Robert Fackrell. So we are tied. 0-0. Bottom of the 8th, there's a check throw over to first. A little bit of risky business there. Taking a run at Dustin Thomason, who got back safely. So Cundiff, the runner at third. Fackrell, the batter. Swing and a miss at a Henson slider. Scoreless ball game. Henson's pitch swung on and lifted. Foul. Oh, goodness. That had all of the Locos fans holding their breath, and Fackrell broke his bat. So he's going to have to go back and get a new stick before he is able to stand in for an 0-2 pitch. Metropolitans started this inning with such promise, but Skylar Henson and the Locos are trying to squirm away. 0-2. Henson's pitch to Fackrell. Oh, and that hit. It was called a ball, I believe. It hit the catcher, Devin Phillips. That is the second time that Devin Phillips has been given time to recover in this ball game. He was in a tough spot back in the second inning. Now he finds himself being asked to shake it off again here in the 8th. So we'll do another 0-2. Yeah, foul ball was actually the call down on the field. Okay, so another 0-2 count. Hinson from the belt. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nothing score, first and third. Fackrell the batter for the Mets. Trying desperately to get one across right here, right now. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Fackrell spoiled it, foul. That got well up and out of here. That may be in the parking lot. There's a check throw, and they caught Thomason. And just like that, the threat is over. The Metropolitans come up empty-handed on a pickoff for the 3rd out. We stay scoreless. We go to inning number 9. Mets and Locos having themselves a barn burner.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
I need a change. My workouts are too boring.
Oh, I've got an amazing workout for you. Hot yoga. I've lost weight and I'm more flexible.
Try our community classes for only $8. Sumit's Hot Yoga. You are going to feel awesome! The Fuel Forward app is a go. Fuel Forward provides quick and secure payments and everyday savings on fuel at your local Rapid Roberts to keep you moving forward. Download today and save up to 20 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Then save 5 cents per gallon every fill-up after that. Driving just got a whole lot better thanks to the Fuel Forward app at your local Rapid Roberts.
We've played 8 scoreless innings, and now we go to the 9th. Well, if you have to trust somebody, you've got to have trust in yourself, and that is what Springfield Metropolitans manager Clay Murphy is doing right now. The native of Wolf Lake, Illinois, has called his own number. He will pitch the 9th for the Springfield Mets. 13 innings here in Season 10, 3 earned runs on 13 hits, 16 strikeouts and a hit batsman for a 2.07 ERA. Clay Murphy, without question, one of the GRBL's all-time greats. Just the second player ever to usurp 200 career strikeouts. He came into the season with a 1.39 ERA. And he is ballot eligible for the GRBL Hall of Fame for the first time. 3-time league MVP, a 4-time Howard Bell Trophy champion. But right now his focus is much smaller. He is trying to will the Springfield Metropolitans into avoiding becoming the first team to go over the regular season in 10 years of grip and rip baseball. Strike 1 thrown to Devin Phillips. So Murphy on in relief of Logan Wiley and Cole Hazelhorst, who gave him 8 combined scoreless innings. Locos have managed just 2 hits in the ball game. Devin Phillips has one of them, a single back in the 3rd off of Logan Wiley. He was the only player who could do anything with Wiley today. Could he be the man who has an answer for one of the all-time greatest, Clay Murphy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Murphy shakes off the first suggestion from Hazelhorst, then comes back with a slider that's down. So Hazelhorst has gone back behind the plate to catch. And the Metropolitans, as Phillips strikes out, are now using Robert Fackrell at third, Caleb Kaufman at shortstop, still Thomason at second, still Walsh at first base. Pitcher Skylar Henson comes up here. Outfield for the Mets: Jared Brashler, Harrison Waters, and Grant Cundiff. Murphy's first offering to Skylar Henson is a called strike, slider. Henson 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a groundout. They attacked with a 2-seam fastball there, low. 84 miles per hour from Clay Murphy. Swinging a chopper, foul. That one just sort of slow trickled third base side until it ran out of steam. One ball, 2 strikes. Murphy's next offering is a slider. Henson kept it on his shoulder, and he's pulled even 2-2. You can be patient to a point when facing Clay Murphy, but you have to trigger at some point, as Henson did, missing a slider, and then Hazelhorst up with it. Safe is the call on a dropped third strike. Kevin Walsh did not hang on as he stretched out, and Henson is safe. It is back-to-back strikeouts for Clay, but Henson's safe on the drop. And so the Locos, well, that was something. Why did I think the Locos manager Chris Meza just made a mound visit to see Murphy? And what he's doing, I believe, is informing Clay that Ryan Cram, who is in the leadoff spot, is not going to return to this game, and so the Locos, they're out of players. They're going to have to contract it down to a 9-man batting order. So it's Scott Wilson here in the 10 spot, and then C.J. Andrews, who started this game as the number 2 hitter, is effectively now the leadoff guy. So we will make sure that gets straightened out in the history books when this is done. But Ryan Cram not coming back into this for the Locos. Scott Wilson swings and fouls it off. Nothing in 2. Nothing is the score. Skylar Henson, not much of a lead over there at first. He represents the go-ahead run for Republic here in the 9th, and a check throw. He's safe. Pitch outside makes it 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Murphy working a little slower than he typically does, but that's a slider for a strikeout, and no dropped third strike that time. That is now 3 straight strikeouts for Clay Murphy, but the inning continues. So Ryan Cram not returning to this game. This is C.J. Andrews batting for the Locos. 2 away. And we will see if Murphy's able to work Andrews into a 2-strike count, if Skylar Henson's going to get aggressive on the bases. Oh no, it's a pitch, or the check throw got away from the first baseman Walsh. No pitch, an errant throw, and Henson will head up into scoring position. So one swing from C.J. Andrews could break the tie. Top of the 9th. Slider from Clay Murphy on the inner half for a called strike, and that's just about as filthy as it gets. But that is the calling card for Clay Murphy. That signature front door slider. 0-2. Oh, goodness, that hit him, and that hit him hard. Andrews, he's shaken up from that, and the Locos can't afford to lose another man. Murphy over to apologize quickly. But C.J. Andrews is going to be given a second to take the walk down to first. So that hit batsman sets up first and second, 2 out. Leon Griffith Jr. is wearing the collar today, 0 for 3. Of course, nobody's going to remember 0 for 3 if he goes 1 for 1 right here, right now in the top of the 9th. Griffith under that one. It's in the air to right. Cundiff charging in. He took a minute to read it, but read it he did. He charged in and made the catch. We will keep it right here. It is the commercial-free 9th inning, presented by Central Bank of the Ozarks. Central Bank, strong roots, endless possibilities. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, we've still got more baseball. Baseball night in the Ozarks. It'll be the Moon City Mavericks taking on the Branson Showmen. Both of those teams 4-2. Earlier today was the Ozark Mountain Ducks getting a 10-5 victory over the Nixa Suckers behind a 3-hit, 3 RBI performance from Josh Engler and 5 shutout innings by Cole Rourke. So the Mountain Ducks, 5-2, have won the GRBL South Division. That's because they hold head-to-head criteria over both the Showmen and the Suckers. So even a Branson win tonight is not going to be enough for the Showmen to win the division and advance. So Ozark is locked into the semifinals. The Branson Showmen and the Nixa Suckers for sure will be in action next Sunday, October the 5th, in the GRBL Eliminators. Those games scheduled for 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. So just a doubleheader next week, playoff baseball for all of you who follow the GRBL closely. Just 2 games next week, but they will be the playoff eliminators. We know the Showmen and the Suckers will be in them. We also know that the Springfield Metropolitans are in them. The question is, how will the seeds shake out? And will it be the Republic Locos, or could it be the Moon City Mavericks? For that, we will just have to wait and find out. First things first, if the Locos want to even have a shot at the semifinals, they've got to find a way to beat the Springfield Metropolitans right here, right now. As we get ready for the bottom of the 9th, we are scoreless. Robert Fackrell will come to scratch again for the Springfield Mets. He was batting in the 8th when a runner was caught stealing, and so he bats here. Mets will turn over the order. Jared Brashler is on deck. Clay Murphy in the hole. This is the part of the order to do it with, as Henson throws a pitch that is chopped into play. Henson down to the ground, throws from his knees, not in time, And Robert Fackrell is safe. Fackrell is on for the Mets, representing the go-ahead run. Baseball Bobby. Wasn't the most beautiful way to get on, but it was effective. 1 on, nobody out for Jared Brashler. 0 for 2 with a walk today is Brash. 5 hits on the season in the previous 5 games. And as the sun begins to go down in the western sky, you see the shadow creeping over the field that's cast by a couple of mature trees, and then the big awning that protects fans on the third base side here at Metter Park. So Henson is throwing from the sun, and then the baseball enters the shadow. That's going to cause a little bit of trouble for batters. Now time is called as Fackrell ties his shoe over at first. All right. He's ready to go. Play on, says Brian Lozano. He's the field umpire. Edward Browning, the man behind the dish. As we get set for an 0-1. Henson went at Brashler with a high fastball that he swung on and fouled into the parking lot. So 0-2. Try a slider. That did not slide. Brashler got out of the way, and it's 1-2. Tell you what, with the way the light hits the net here behind home plate, I'm having a hard time differentiating fastball or slider. I can only imagine what it's like for the guy stepping into that right-handed batter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is an inside pitch. Brashler turned on it and hit it sharply foul. Out of play. Third base side. So we'll set up for a 2-2. Got him with the high heat. Brashler retired. 1 away. Opportunity knocking once again for Clay Murphy. 1 for 3 today. Was up with men in scoring position in the 6th and grounded out to the second baseman. Trying to avoid a similar fate. It's his first look at Skylar Henson today. Open right-handed batting stance for Murph. Shows bunt. No. Fackrell took off. Time called, so he's going to have to go back. A little small ball displayed there by the Metropolitans. Murphy back in, 0-1 after the failed bunt attempt. Henson misses inside with a 2-seam. Back even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the 9th. The runner at first for the Mets is Fackrell. We are scoreless. Murphy flashed bunt briefly. Fackrell's going to be caught between the bases. They set him up in the rundown. Andrews gives chase. They tag Fackrell, and he goes down holding his leg, his left leg, between the knee and the ankle. He's up, and he will trot to the Mets dugout. But Fackrell is caught between the bases for the second out. And so that wipes the go-ahead run off the base paths. It is now 1-2 with 2 away for Clay Murphy. Henson's pitch swung on into shallow center field. Simons runs in, makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. It is the regular season, which means the Locos will get to put the runner who made the last out on second base. That'll be Leon Griffith Jr. So a runner on second, nobody out. California tiebreaker, 10 innings. When we come back, free baseball.
When Gary and Sandra Henry started Henry's Towing nearly 5 decades ago, customers knew that Henry would be the guy coming to help. People would call and ask to let Henry do it. And as Springfield has grown, our family has grown as well, so there's always someone around to come help you out. Everyone at Henry's is a member of the family, fully trained and as dependable as the original. With a family this size, help is always right around the corner. So if you find yourself in need of roadside assistance, remember to call the name you've grown to know and trust. Remember to let Henry do it!
Did you know that Conoco gas has 3 times more detergent additive than the minimum required by the EPA? And 30% more than the top-tier detergent gasoline standard, recommended by major car manufacturers. Other alternatives contain unwanted deposits that can build up on fuel injectors and intake valves, robbing your engine of performance. More quality in every drop. Only at your local Rapid Roberts.
Clay Murphy stays on for the Metropolitans to pitch extras. He is not in danger of exceeding the limit for a while as we play on. And GRBL officials watching this one closely. So Leon Griffith, who made the last out in the top of the 9th, a fly out to right, is going to be the Locos runner on second base. Ryder Young will be the batter for the Locos. It'll be Young, Simons, and Mesa for Republic. So Murphy can pitch the 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, I do believe, if it would come down to that. But we will see if the runner on second upsets the dynamic of what has been a duel between these pitching staffs. Skylar Henson very likely to come out and pitch the 10th for the Locos. So this is 2 of the GRBL's all-time greats going at it in a 10th inning. First pitch from Murphy is a called strike to Ryder Young. Swung and a miss. A fastball at 84 miles per hour makes it 0-2. And Murphy, shades of 2020, in which he pitched extra innings for the Ozark Mountain Ducks in the GRBL championship game. That was against the Springfield Metropolitans. But Clay Murphy spammed sliders until Austin Kendrick was able to get on base and Mark Blim hit the game-winning RBI single heard round the world to give the Ducks the championship in Season 5. Not quite championship stakes, but high stakes for the Springfield Metropolitans here. Another 0-2 front door slider struck him out looking. That's now 4 strikeouts for Clay Murphy. And the batter is Simons. 1 for 3 with a well-fought infield single in the 8th. That came off Cole Hazelhorst. So Simons getting his first look at Clay Murphy today. A jam up, and that is going to trickle to the first baseman, Walsh. That ball seemingly defied physics as it stayed fair down the first base line. Walsh hauled it in and stepped on the bag for the out. However, that does advance the runner. And so Leon Griffith 90 feet away from breaking the deadlock. Can Chris Mesa come up big for the Locos? This is player manager versus player manager here. Chris 0 for 3 on the day. 1 for 5 for the season. Says, oh man, what was that? A fastball is what that was. 85 from Murphy. Griffith starting to get active over there off of third base. Mesa swung at another fastball. Murphy was thinking about breaking a bat, perhaps. Going high and tight. So now we will see an 0-2. Somebody's got to win this thing. Murphy from the chest. Slider down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another 2-strike pitch. That's up and out. There's more electricity than Thomas Edison's basement. This is tense. Deuce is wild for Mesa. Runner on third is Griffith. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the 10th for Clay Murphy. 5 in the game. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Locos nothing. Metropolitans nothing. Mets will try to walk it off on the other side of this break.
Life is full of things to worry about. Your home's foundation shouldn't be one of them. Vertical and horizontal foundation cracks, windows and doors that stick are all indications that your home has foundation issues. At Foundation Recovery Systems, we offer permanent solutions that help put your worries to rest. Call us today for a free inspection.
Hi, I'm Carolyn Hawkins with Key Cornerstone Realty, here to help with all your real estate needs in the St. Louis area. Do you have a house you want to sell for top dollar? We can help. With over 15 years of experience, our negotiating skills and expertise can help buyers and sellers get under contract fast. Contact us at keycornerstonerealty.com or call us at 636-447-8661. Go Mavericks!
Clay Murphy will be the runner for the Metropolitans on second base. So he is in scoring position for Harrison Waters as we get ready for the bottom of the 10th. Locos catcher Devin Phillips out for a short word with Skylar Henson before we get going. And yeah, that was a strategy talk. They are going to put Harrison Waters aboard. An intentional walk to Dirty Harry sets up runners at first and second. Nobody out. So they pass on Waters to get to Caleb Kaufman. Mets shortstop in the cleanup spot. Does set up a force out at third. They are at double play depth on the infield. Oh, and that hit him. Henson tried a slider. That never hooked up. So an intentional walk and a hit by pitch loads the bases. Metropolitans, nobody out. And you don't even need a hit here. Locos bringing the infield. We've been here before. It's deja vu all over again, as the Mick once said, or as Yogi once said. So nobody out, bases loaded, scoreless ball game, bottom of the 10th. Hinson's first pitch to Hazelhorst, 79-mile-per-hour slider, resulting in a swinging strike. Missed outside that time, and we're even, 1-1. Hazelhorst pops this one to the shortstop. The throw home, not in time. And the Mets walk it off, and they avoid infamy. The Springfield Metropolitans are in the win column, 1-5. They avoid becoming the first 0-for squad. And goodness sakes, 1-0. Your final as Clay Murphy scores the winning run. Well, in terms of an Elite Promotions Elite Performer of the game, it's got to be the pitching staff for the Springfield Metropolitans, right? They just won a 1-0 shutout in extras, so Logan Wiley, 5 shutout innings. Cole Hazelhorst had 3 shutout innings, and then Clay Murphy gave him 2 shutout innings, including the 10th. And then he scored the winning run. So yes, we have 3 Elite Promotions Elite Performers of the game. Wiley, Hazelhorst, and Murphy for the Springfield Metropolitans. They win 1-0. We will talk it over with some of the boys from the Mets. Our post-game show is next, and it's right after this.
Acme Towing Company. That's too far away.
Let Henry's do it.
Nah, we're ready to close.
Let Henry's do it.
Henry's is ready to take your call right now. From compacts to semis, Henry is here to help 24/7. Save yourself the hassle and make us your first call. Henry's gets there fast, offering multiple locations to serve the Ozarks. When you're stuck on the side of the road, make the right call. Let Henry do it.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or any of our convenient locations. Central Bank, we do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back live at Meadow Park, where the Springfield Metropolitans are winners. Let's ride, said Logan Wiley off mic. And yes, they are in the win column. There you go. I'll put it on the table right there. They improved to 1-5, and the Republic Locos fall to 3-4. So the Metropolitans avoid infamy. Let's start with that, Clay Murphy. I know you're a guy who's got a history of winning. You got your name on the bill 4 times for your previous runs through the league. You know, what did it mean to you to just put one in the dub column on the final day of the regular season?
It's big time. That is the Mets' first official win at Meadow Park since we started playing here, Rance. So
that's biggie.
What is that? 0-8, 1-8 now, baby. So
that's right.
Feels good. You guys, stayed with it today, and I mean we've been right there a lot of times. So. Finally being able to pull through with one is huge, and it's great doing it right before the playoffs.
So big momentum grabber for sure. I mean, bad news is, in case you didn't know, you guys are going to be the number 6 seed in the playoffs. Well, but you, Clay, have been part of a team that came from the Eliminators and ended up ringing the bell. So as you know, it's all about who's hot in October. But
that's right.
In a 1-0 ball game, we got to talk about your pitching staff. That's why you guys are up here. Let's start with the guy seated to your right, Logan Wiley.
Yep.
Your line today: 5 innings, 1 hit allowed, 5 strikeouts. Safe to say you saved the best for a good time. And it looked like just from the onset, Logan, you were feeling very good out there.
Yeah, especially I kind of think after the rain out last week, it kind of just gives you some more time to stay fresh and get ready for that next one.
What is that like for you mentally when the guy on the opposite side is also dealing the way Ryan Cram did? He had 5 shutout innings of his own, 2 hits allowed and 5 strikeouts. Does that do you pay attention to what the other guy is doing? Does that affect the way you think about the game as it goes?
No, I think it makes it fun. I mean, you don't want to go out there and just be pitching in a blowout, so being a little pitcher's duel makes it fun, makes it interesting. You got to lock in.
Was it nerve-wracking at all having to sit back and watch? You hand the ball off to Cole Hazelhorst knowing that the boys had not yet plated a run on your behalf?
No. I trust Cole, I trust Clay, and I know our offense was going to show up when we needed to.
So, Clay, let's talk about a little bit of a gamble that paid off in your favor, going 3 innings with Cole Hazelhorst. Was that in the game plan, or was that a judgment call as it unfolded?
As it unfolded, he had threw 5 pitches in the first inning, so it's kind of one of those things. I was like, hey, have fun, keep going, and threw a clean second one after unfortunately Ryan busted his nose up out there, and but kept throwing it clean. So I was like, hey, keep going. And then I told him he had a short leash that last inning, and then I let him go anyway. So, but no, he wasn't struggling, wasn't wavering at all. So it was one of those things. Let him have it, and we'll see what happens that way. If we go into extras, I've got plenty of gas in the tank if we need it.
Let's talk about that, Cole Hazelhorst. As Logan Wiley's handed you the headset. Going out there for the 8th, you go out there and get a strikeout, but what were you thinking? First the walk to Young, and then what ended up being an infield single by Simons. Did that sufficiently fire up your competitive spirit?
Well, I told Clay, I don't know if he said it yet, but first time I ever hit 80, so I was trying to gas as hard as I could. There was some tennis grunts out there.
He goes, hey, I hit 80, and then he walks to the next guy. I was like, God.
I was on my gas, man.
What was there anything? Did Robert Fackrell have anything inspiring to say to you at that point?
I'll call him out here. When he walked out that one time, he said, Clay's counting on you, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, throw a strike. I'm like, what do you think I'm trying to do? He's like,
gosh.
Well, keep doing it. Especially after that first inning, he's like, how many did you throw? I'm like, I don't know. I didn't count.
Golly, wow. Not since Ivan Rodriguez as a catcher said anything more inspiring to a pitcher, I don't think.
That's exactly what I want to hear.
And then, Clay, how about the job by Cole? Because, he's your double duty guy.
Yeah.
After he goes out there and lights up the radar for the first time in his life, you make him go back behind the plate, and he's got more catching to do.
Exactly. It's one of those things that every time both times I've drafted him, I'm like, hey, I don't care how many you throw, you're still going to catch me afterwards. And he's always risen to that challenge and loves to do it. And but that's the competitive side of it that we love. And it's not that I don't like throwing to Rob, but I drafted Cole to throw to Cole. So that's one of those things that when I'm pitching, I want them back there as much as possible.
I think that's a fair point. Now that's a history that goes all the way back to 2021. So gotta appreciate the lineage there. Well, Clay, what has been the message? Because a 5-game streak that also included a rainout and a Labor Day break is a long time to go. What has the communication been like amongst the Metropolitans to just find some shreds of positivity, find a way to keep going?
I mean, the positivity's there. The guys are in it. They're excited to be at the ballpark every day. It's just one of those things that when we've had some unlucky streaks, Trey makes a dive and play, double play. I think Leon did it in the first time we played him. He made a dive and play, double play ball, with guys on. It's the way the ball bounces sometimes. And unfortunately, in a 7-game season, that makes it tough pretty quickly. And then you got, you can see it out there sometimes. Guys are pushing, kind of grinding, trying to make something happen. Mistakes happen, things like that. But at the end of the day, we're all, here to have fun. And, we knew we were going to come through at some point because, we know we got guys that can throw the ball. So that's kind of been the message all year. Let's just scratch a couple across.
So I can tell you guys, looks like you are going to have the number 6 seed. You will be back here Sunday, October 5th. It's going to be high noon. That's when the 6 versus 3 game is going to be. And the holder of that 3 seed, no matter how you slice it, is going to end up being the Branson Showmen. So
Sweet.
Another matchup with Jacob Carlson's group. You get to do some advanced scouting here tonight on Baseball Night in the Ozarks. What do you think of that matchup, Cole Hazelhorst? I know you're a student of the game.
Might sit around and watch some sequences, see who likes sliders, see who likes fastballs. In case, Logan's got to throw one, or Clay's got to throw one, or I'll throw a slider or two.
I think I'll just hit Justin Loudon a couple times in the ribs.
Well, I tell you what, if anybody's going to be excited to do some talking in the week that's about to unfold, it's probably our mutual friend Fruit Snacks. So
I love it.
I'm looking forward to what that will bring, and so what that's going to mean. The 5 versus 4 will end up being Suckers versus Locos. So we'll sort that all out. But yeah, I can tell you, Mets Showman coming up next Sunday at high noon. It's an eliminator, so there you go. You can shock the world once again, Clay.
Hey, it's time to do it, right? We won one. The monkey's off the back. Let's do it now.
Now we just roll.
Yeah, the snowball rolls down the hill. I like it.
Absolutely. Bats are hot.
The bats are hot. Yeah. So I got to call one on myself. I actually had to ask Jacob House, how do you score that last play? So fielder's choice, safe at home. And sorry, pal, you're not getting a hit on that, but you did reach safely, and that's what matters. So
that's it.
Fielder's choice, safe at home is how that goes down in the books. Sorry to be the bearer of unfortunate news, but I'm sure winning in extras in thrilling fashion solves a lot of that. So.
Feels good.
So that is the Springfield Metropolitans. They are winners today, 1-0 in 10. Today's game's been directed by Seiler Bartleme. Our lead producer is Derek Saiko. Our executive producers are Tony Lewis and Harrison Waters. Dirty Harry, shout out. He's a winner today as well. We'll see the Metropolitans back here Sunday, October 5th at high noon for the Eliminators. Until then, I'm Rance Berger, wishing you good evening from Springfield, Missouri.